This is DSP, and I am a digital headhunter. Digital headhunters are the new breed of recruiter who don't belong in three-piece suits, who prefer freedom and impact more than business cards and Mont Blanc pens. We're the misfits who play chess in corporate America, and yes, HR is a four-letter word. We're here to wage guerrilla war against the big-name brands and win. You get a front row seat as I scale up my practice, and along the way, I share all of my digital marketing strategies, real-life sales techniques, recruitment hacks, and big biller interviews. Welcome to the Digital Headhunter. Hey, what is up, headhunters and executive recruiters? This is DSP, David Stephen Patterson, and welcome to Digital Headhunter TV. Now, for those of you who may not know me, or if it's your first time here, allow me to introduce myself and establish some of my bona fides, if you will. You see, I am the founder of the Digital Headhunter, and the Digital Headhunter is a digital marketing agency and a training company that is built for recruiters just like you. Yeah, I mean, you, the one watching right now, and you should be making your cold calls. Well, that said, you're watching me, so it's almost as good. But all kidding aside, it's built for recruiters who are in agency recruiters, independent recruiters, small search firm owners, etc. In essence, recruiters who are out there on the front lines, in the trenches, boots on the ground, making things happen. We don't work in corporate, we don't make fat salaries, right? But we are in an industry where the sky is the literal limit. We have the ability to build companies and change the lives of our candidates and the leaders that we work with. But unfortunately, so many of us are stuck on this feast and famine roller coaster, right? They're stuck with either poor training, poor mindset, poor sales or closing skills, and poor digital marketing skills. So that's why I formed the Digital Headhunter, and that's why I created Digital Headhunter TV. Now, with that said, I do get that there are a lot of trainers out there, and there's more popping up like almost on a weekly basis. And they come in two general varieties. On the one hand, you've got the old school trainers, and they were recruiters from way back in the day. And believe me, I respect those folks a lot. I learned a lot from them, right? But at the same time, they may not be as well versed on the digital marketing side as, say, like a digital marketer. Now, for those folks, these digital marketers know digital marketing very well, but they're not recruiters. They've never placed a candidate before. Now, that said, neither one is bad. In fact, I've got friends and colleagues on both sides of that line. But what makes me a little bit different is that I combine the best of both worlds. You see, I'm a recruiter right now. In fact, I've been in search for about 20 some years. I own the Kineta Group, a search firm that specializes in SAP. In fact, some of you may know me as the SAP recruiter, okay? And so I've spent years and years in the trenches, so much so that I know what makes recruiters tick. I understand the frustrations. I understand the dreams that you have come into the business and how sometimes those dreams get dashed and broken. Okay, so I'm here to help with that, to help recruiters break through their own barriers and learn proper sales techniques, proper digital marketing techniques, proper mindset, planning, etc. Whatever they need to do to effectively scale their practices, and more importantly, to outcompete the big name brands each and every single time. Now, in my years as a recruiter, I started off like many of you did, with very poor training, and we just put on the phone and told to cold call and make things happen. Now, with that said, I did have good training when it came to, say, delivery and interview management, etc. But my sales skills and my marketing skills were pretty much non-existent. I was a smiling dialer, okay? I made cold calls, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds, I don't know. I made a lot of cold calls in my day. In fact, I still do, right? And so I understand for a lot of recruiters, they're sick of that. They're sick of feeling like a highly paid telemarketer. And the reason is they are missing so many pieces. And a lot of digital marketers really kind of play on those feelings. When you see things like cold calls are dead, leads on autopilot, industry disrupting system, when really it's just like a LinkedIn lead messaging sequence. It's not very industry disrupting. But anyway, when you see those sorts of clickbait headlines, it's very attractive. But unfortunately, when you actually dive in to that material, it doesn't hold up. The reason why is because I tried it. I tried those things and found that sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, right? And what I found as I dug into digital marketing in my own practice many years ago, and believe me, digital marketing really transformed my business, right? But what I also learned was it wasn't just the marketing. It was sales and prospecting and even higher level delivery, right? And unfortunately for many of us recruiters, we're just not trained in how to sell effectively. We're not trained how to close. I'm not talking about closing a candidate on an offer. I'm talking about closing a potential client on a higher level offer when they're used to throwing out their jobs to 5 or 6 contingency recruiters. Okay? How can we shake them from that belief and move them to a higher level offering that we have, right? So that's when I realized how big the problem was. So I formed the Digital Headhunter to help combat that, right? To teach digital marketing, yes, but also to teach sales skills, closing skills, recruiting skills, mindset skills, planning and productivity, the entire enchilada. And that's what you get when you subscribe to this channel. Because bottom line, I'm here to help the recruiters that I serve build the practices of their dreams, to build businesses that help them achieve freedom and impact. Because what we do really matters. It really matters. We build companies, we change lives, right? But if we have to suffer in doing so, I don't think that's right. So I'm here to change that. So in this channel, here's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn everything from mindset, productivity and planning, digital marketing, everything recruitment, delivery, sales, prospecting, technology. You're going to learn how to scale, how to hire, how to pay, when to hire a VA, right? Everything. In fact, you'll also see interviews with other big billers and other trainers that I personally work with. Because believe me, I don't come up with everything myself. I'm a big believer in that you drink from all wells. And I've learned so much from so many different trainers and industry professionals and leaders that I want to bring them onto this channel and have them help you as well. So expect a lot of that here in the coming future. Now, if you want to learn a little bit more about the Digital Headhunter and what we do, head over to thedigitalheadhunter.com. You can also head over to davidstephenpatterson.com. Yes, it's a couple different websites. Kind of confusing, but look, it is what it is. Now, on those sites, you'll find plenty of free resources. You can download my guide called The Lighthouse Method that describes my central philosophy on digital marketing and sales by the same name, The Lighthouse Method. You can download that. You can go check out my free podcast called The Savage Headhunter. I've got a blog. Of course, you can find me on LinkedIn. I'll make sure to drop that link down below. And also, I do have some paid programs as well. So if you really want to take things to the next level, I've got everything from if you're a junior recruiter all the way up through if you're a search firm owner. We have a program called Foundations, which is, as the name implies, it's more foundational. I have the Accelerator, which is my flagship program. That's for recruiters, independent recruiters, small search firm owners that are trying to design a higher level offer and build out their entire digital marketing ecosystem. And that's more of a done with you program. We also have a program called Tactical, which is a done for you program, and that actually is lead generation built on top of the Accelerator. And last but certainly not least, we have the Dojo, and that's my one-on-one mentoring. So with that said, feel free to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notifications so you're notified every time a new video is released. We're going to do 3 to 4 every single week. So welcome to Digital Headhunter TV, and I look forward to seeing you in the comments. And as always, happy hunting.